Welcome to Cambodia. It's GallivantingMan. And if you are headed to Siem Reap, please reach out to my friend Mr. Lucky. He's an awesome guy, taxi driver. He's also a tour guide. He will take you anywhere you want to go. He's safe and secure, and I would love to throw him business if I can. Okay, the country's still being run by the Cambodian People's Party. And as you will see throughout this video, life for many Cambodians is not easy. It's a daily struggle. There's not a lot of money. They're hunting and fishing for food in roadside canals like this. In many cases, the rural villages are poor rice farmers. They're uneducated and rather unskilled. Mr. Lucky seemed to be doing fairly well. He had his tuk-tuk, taxi, and tour guide business. He spoke several languages, did not have to go into town and sell cut-up mango and pineapple like these folks to tourists or grasshoppers and crickets like this person's doing. There were some other opportunities for jobs in Siem Reap and less extent in rural Cambodia, but I definitely got the impression if you wanted to be self-reliant, if you wanted to climb the economic ladder in Cambodia, you would definitely need to be involved with the tourism industry. I did not see a lot of other options, unlike where we were in Thailand, when we later went to in Vietnam, where the economic playing field seemed vastly different. Cambodia definitely seemed far more impoverished and a bit more desperate to that respect. I did love being there. That was a very interesting place to visit. And the Grand Hotel Angkor is awesome. Classic venue, built by the Raffles Company in the early 1900s to house the European guests who are coming in to visit Angkor Wat. And that's why people visit here. They do a kitschy dinner show every night, and you go to bed early and wake up early because you want to be at Angkor Wat. That's why people come to this area of the world. It is the largest religious monument in all of the world. It's enormous. We got there about 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe earlier, stayed till about 6 o'clock at night, and I think we saw roughly half of it. We were not there long enough. Another mistake we made was not hiring a local guide. I think it's very important if you're going to a place like Angkor Wat to hire a local expert to show you around. These people are often retired teachers, trained experts, scholars, and it also is a boost to their local economy. You're employing someone for a day or two. It's a big deal, and I regret not having done that. So if you do come to Angkor Wat, spend more than a day, hire a local guide, and make the most of your experience. They have direct lineage to the culture here, and the culture here goes way, way back, more than hundreds, thousands of years. It's such an important place on this planet, and I'm so glad that we were able to visit. If you ever have the chance to go to Angkor Wat, definitely make it a point to do so. One thing we did do correctly was visit the exit part, or the last part of the site, first, and the entrance last, and that afforded us the privilege of seeing a lot of these sites without a lot of people. We went against the grain of traffic, and you'll see this is probably the most familiar shot that people will recognize of Angkor Wat. Even at 4 o'clock in the evening, hardly anyone there. 12 hours earlier or 10 hours earlier, the place was packed. Angkor Wat is an expensive ticket to get there. They bring in a lot of money, and it did not seem like that money was trickling down to these local fishermen. This community is a floating fishing village. These buildings are not at all connected to the mainland. In some cases, the buildings aren't connected to anything at all. They're completely autonomous. It seemed like they're anchored down somehow, but it's not apparent how that is. The residents get around by boat. They buy, sell, and trade with neighboring communities. There's floating schools and floating hospital. They have very little contact with the mainland culture, mainland people. They did have TVs and cell phones and technology and such like that, but still living a very isolated existence. It was something to see. I'd never been anywhere like this before. I'm glad we had the opportunity to see this place. It was a fantastic experience. Those are the boats that take you up and down the river. And again, if you ever have the chance to visit this area of the world, I would highly advise going out of your way to do so. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is the first of many videos I'm going to try to make, especially voiceover work. I want to thank Tom. You know who you are. There's more content coming. Ciao for now.